Another welcome to Prime Sports with me, Razak Musbao. Now, let's start with some athletics. In Ghana's William Amponsah has set a new national record in the men's 10,000 meters, shattering the previous record by 2 minutes. The 25-year-old Texas A&M student athlete set the new record of 27 minutes 47.93 seconds at the Brian Clay Invitational on Wednesday, barely a year after setting the previous record. Amponsah, who is with that time, set a new NCAAD second record after finishing fourth in the same event last year. Well, Amponsah currently holds the NCAA cross-country individual national title, winning it in consecutive years. Now, he will be hoping to make the team, the Ghana team, for the World Athletics tournament, which is slated for later this year. He spoke after this impressive feat.
But so first of all, I would like to thank God. I always say the Lord is my strength, and I'm so glad that I'm able to break it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited because this is what me and my coach and my teammates have been talking about like for a very long time. And
probably since you left here last year, right?
Yeah. So last year I came to do 28 flats. And then just now, right in my eyes, I'm seeing it as a D2, like D2 record now. I'm so excited about it. I'm really excited. So, when I got to the last lap, I saw the time clear that I'm almost there. So let me just push everything. So I tried to kick in the last 400, and then they blocked me. So I have to stay back again and try it at the back straight. And then when I got to the 100 meters, I was really seeing the time from there. So I said, no, I have to like give it my all now, and then move. So in the 50 meters, I just saw that it's clear that I'm gonna break it, and I'm glad that I've been able to do. I think everything that your mind can think about, you can achieve it. So I think that actually I've already break the record in my mind before I even came here. So I think that was it. So I kept imagining it, and then it has come to pass. It means a lot to me because since I came to that school, my coach is really an exciting coach. Like he always smiles with me. He always inspire me and my teammates. All my mates, they all keep like talking to me like, William, you are good, you can make it, you can do it. So I'm really glad to have special people like that in the school, and every other person in the school, like they are always excited to see me run good. So I really had a good friends in the school. So
wishing the young Ghanaian the very best as he continues to make Ghana proud. To football now, and the Black Starlets technical team, which is led by coach Stephen Frimpong Manso, set to conclude their Southern Sector Player Scouting exercise in the Greater Accra region next week. This initiative aims to identify talented young players born after January 1 of 2009 from across the region. The Greater Accra Scouting exercise, which has been divided into 3 segments, will kick off at the Tema Sports Stadium on Tuesday, April 22nd, before moving to Medina AstroTurf on Wednesday, April 23rd, and later to the Carl Randolph Park in Dansuman on Thursday, April 24th. Now, the screening process involves a rigorous selection exercise, ultimately leading to the selection of top prospect for the under-17 national team's pool of players. The scouting exercise is part of the Ghana Football Association's efforts to develop the next generation of players for the Black Starlets. Now, the first edition of the Stayter Cup was played earlier this week at the Medina AstroTurf, as Sunscup became the first team to have their ribbons on the trophy. Joy Sports' Lawrence Bedu was there and has more in this report.
7 teams, but at the end of it all, there could only be one winner. In the final of the Inaugural Stayter Cup, Amponsah Football Club emerged champions after defeating Sectard Football Academy. 2 second-half goals from the Oyibi-based side sealed a memorable victory over their Wenchi-based opponent, following a pulsating first half. The head coaches of both teams expressed satisfaction with the initiative, which gave hundreds of players the opportunity to be scouted.
First of all, I would like to thank God. We all thank God. We came here Monday, and I told them that we are going to win because looking at the teams, we didn't underrate any team, but we know what we have and we know what we are working on. So I told them we're going to win, so we are so proud. And even it's not something new. We have been doing it, so it's not something new. We would like to tell them thank you so much because we came yesterday, they gave us a refreshment. Monday, they gave us refreshment. It's not easy to find a tournament like this and they were giving refreshment. We are about almost 40 players, but everybody will feel comfortable. We thank them and we pray that they will get enough money and they sponsor the upcoming one like this, more than this.
This is our first maiden tournament that we've participated.
I mean, it's the inaugural edition of this tournament that's seen to be promoting the young talent that this country has. What would you say has been the motivation or has gone to plan for the organizers, for the teams, and for the players that have participated in this thing?
Oh, very well. The organizers have done their very best. From Monday, the time that we started the tournament, everything has been on point. And we congratulate them for bringing such a tournament to expose such a young talent to them. So we are praying that they will bring such more tournament to the country.
The Stayter Cup was organized by the Stayter Foundation and HC Talent Group led by Kwesi Sian. Organizers say they are pleased with how the maiden edition turned out and they are already looking ahead to making the next one even better.
It's been amazing. I'm so proud of what Kwesi's doing. Not only is he creating opportunities, but he's changing lives for people, for the young footballers, for them to have opportunities overseas. It's amazing. Kwesi spoke to me about this vision years ago, and it's amazing to see what he's doing. And everything he said, everything he planned, everything he conceived is coming to absolute fruition. And this is just the beginning. I know next year and the year after it's going to be bigger and better. And at the end of the day, the focus is the players and giving players opportunities. And that's what Kwesi is about, that's what the Stayter Foundation is about, and that's what we're here to support.
Scouts from France, England and Egypt were in attendance, witnessing firsthand the rich vein of talent Ghana has to offer. For many young talents, this is where the journey begins for them. From grassroots football to being watched by agents and scouts, many will be proud of this opportunity. For Amponsah FC, they will be more proud because they have won the maiden edition of the Stayter Cup. It's been 3 days of excitement, and this is where we draw the curtains down. Lawrence Baidu for Joy Sports from the Madina Street.
Turn attention to some European football now, and ongoing at the Theatre of Dreams, Manchester United are playing Lyon in the second leg of their quarter-final fixture. Man United were leading by 2-0, but in some space of some 10 minutes, those 2 goals have been equalized by Lyon, NS Niames Lyon, and it's currently 2-2, 4-4 on aggregate. And Sports in the semi-final is still waiting for either Lyon or Manchester United. To Liverpool now, and Virgil van Dijk has joined Mohamed Salah in signing a new contract with the club, extending his stay until 2027. The 33-year-old has proven to be as important a figure for Liverpool as Salah since joining from Southampton at the start of 2018 for some $100 million, which was world record fee for a defender at the time. With his current deal expected to expire at the end of the season, the Netherlands centre-back is now expected to become an integral part of Liverpool for the next 2 seasons.
To say will make millions of Liverpool fans so happy. What about you? How are you feeling right now to get this done?
Very happy, very proud. There's so many emotions, obviously, that goes through my head right now speaking about it. It's a proud feeling. It's a feeling of joy, yeah, it's just incredible. You know, the journey I've had so far in my career, to be able to extend it with another 2 years at this club, is amazing. And yeah, I'm so happy.
It was always Liverpool, wasn't it?
It was always Liverpool. Yeah. It was always, yeah, that was the case. It was always in my head. It was always the plan, and it was always Liverpool. So it wasn't any doubt in my head that this is the place to be for me, for my family. I'm one of Liverpool. Someone called me the other day, adopted Scouser. So really proud to hear these things, and gives me a great feeling.
Can we finish on a lot of what you've been talking about here, what you are to the fans, what the fans are to you, and the city is to you as well? How big a motivating factor is in this final couple of games that you might get the chance to celebrate it with them when you never had the opportunity last time?
Yeah, I think obviously we've all seen Mo speak quite a bit about it, that we deserve it all. And in some ways, I fully understand them. And in the other side of it, I think we have a job still to do. But when we do it, we have all the right to celebrate it for how long and how many days, weeks we want, because we should, because it's hard work. And it will be amazing. I'm pretty sure of that.
Well, turn attention to Spain now. And Real Madrid boss Carlo Ancelotti is expected to leave the club after the Copa del Rey final on April 26th. That's according to multiple reports in England and Spain. Ancelotti did cast doubt over his future as Real Madrid head coach after Wednesday's Champions League quarter-final defeat to Arsenal, which saw his team lose 2-1 at home and 5-1 in aggregate. It is understood that the 65-year-old will remain in place until the Copa del Rey final against Barcelona in Seville, but is expected to depart the club after that game. Real and Barcelona fighting it out for the domestic double, with Ancelotti's side sitting 4 points behind Barca in the league with 7 games to play. The pair meet in El Clasico on May 11, but the Italian is not expected to be in charge for the game in Barcelona. Well, Ancelotti himself spoke about his Real Madrid future following Wednesday night's defeat to Arsenal, where he said if he is sacked, he will only be grateful to the club.
Maybe you feel that it's your last game. I don't know. It can happen. It can happen because maybe the club decides to replace me. Maybe it can be this year. It could be next year when my contract is over. There's absolutely no problem about it. The day when I'm done here, I can just do one thing, to be grateful to this club. It can be tomorrow, it can be in 10 days, in 1 month, in 1 year. The only thing that I do and that I will do will be to be grateful to this club. And that's it, period. And if my contract ends or doesn't end, I really don't care.
Carlo Ancelotti there. Well, let me connect with John Boafo, sports analyst. My colleague has been on the show quite a number of times. John, thank you very much. And John, I'm trying to say you're joining us from Ivory Coast. Not sure if that's where you are. I mean, you're a traveling man. You're really traveling man. Are you based in Abidjan at the moment, or you are out in Europe?
I just got back from France. I was there and I wanted to watch the Aston Villa match against PSG, but unfortunately it was difficult to get tickets. So I'm back now in Abidjan, and I'm looking forward to the next phase of the Champions League.
We're going to talk about the Champions League because your club, PSG, of course, through to the semi-final. They've got to play Arsenal for a slot in the final. But let's talk about this Ancelotti. Reports about his departure. Look, I don't know. I cannot get my mind around it. Why Real Madrid will make such a move to sack him, after the Copa del Rey final, especially with a few more games to go. The title is not over yet. They're just 4 points behind Barcelona, about 6 or 5 games to go to the end of the season, and they want to sack him. It's a very confusing situation, though, but Will it be the best decision to make, as far as Madrid is concerned, sacking Ancelotti after the Copa del Rey final on Sunday?
Yeah, so that's a really good question. I think that the reason why they would end up doing that is probably they have a replacement that they already have in mind that can come in, and the idea would be to give this replacement enough games until the end of the season, and then with the preseason, and then also we have to look forward to the Club World Cup, and that's something that it's the first time that we're having this Club World Cup, and maybe they want to ensure that the team is ready for that. But I feel for Carlo Ancelotti because it's a very difficult squad to work with. We saw it with the first edition of the Galacticos. Sometimes it's very difficult to handle all these superstars. You look at the likes of Vinicius Jr., Mbappe, Bellingham, etc. And it must be very difficult for him to be able to put out a balanced squad, to be able to handle all the egos that go within that squad. So, I mean, he's done fantastically over the years at Real Madrid, and Real Madrid is one of those jobs which comes with a lot of pressure. And people were joking about the fact that maybe he'll now go in a semi-retirement and take the Brazil job.
Yeah, well, it does look like that might be his destination, Brazil. But we're hearing Klopp, we're hearing Xabi Alonso, we're hearing Raul, a few names have popped up as his replacement. We'll see what will happen. But let's just turn attention to what caused this imminent departure. Arsenal defeating them at the Santiago Bernabeu, 5-1 on aggregate. Arsenal now through to the Champions League. Of course, likewise, PSG, Barcelona, and Inter Milan. What's your take? Did you see this coming? These four teams making it to the semi-final. Did you see this coming?
I didn't see this coming. I thought that Real Madrid might be able to beat Arsenal, but at the end of the day, when you look at the performance over two games, you look at the likes of Declan Rice or even Thomas Partey, they were just imperious. They were able to dominate this Real Madrid team, and they deserved to win over both legs. So let's see how they match up against PSG. PSG played well, and they really smothered this Aston Villa team in the first leg. In the second leg, they struggled a bit, end up losing 3-2 and ended up really just scraping by. But at the end of the day, the four teams that are in the semifinals really deserve to be there. Yeah. Barcelona did the job at home. I mean, in the first game, winning 4-0 before losing 3-1. And then also Inter. I mean, let's talk about Inter. Wow. No one really expected them to do as well as they can. And they could be the surprise package. They have the experience, they have the right kinds of players, they have the right balance between the defense and attack, and they might be able to surprise this Barcelona team. But whatever happens, these four teams are fantastic teams, and I'm sure that the final in Munich is going to be a fantastic final.
I think it's going to be a fantastic final indeed. But, considering you follow Paris Saint-Germain very closely, I wanted to talk to me about Dembele and how, inspirational he's been for this Paris Saint-Germain side. He's one player that has not been spoken much about, the kind of performance he's put in. We talk about the Ballon d'Or, Dembele doesn't come in there, but he's been exceptional in the Ligue 1, likewise in the, Champions League. Even talk about Luis Enrique and the kind of work he's done with this Paris Saint-Germain side. Arsenal is going to be a difficult task, but they are even on the verge of winning the treble. All right, talk to me about Dembele, talk to me about Luis Enrique and Paris Saint-Germain chances of winning the UCL this season.
Yeah, Paris Saint-Germain really have a really good chance. This is a squad that has, is in the semifinals for the fourth time in 6 years, and they've just been transformed under Luis Enrique. They played Arsenal earlier in the group stages, ended up losing, but it seems like he's been able to find the winning touch, especially with the Dembele playing in a number 9 role. He's been able to score and assist Tuesday, for example, he was able to assist on the second goal. And there's something new about him. It's a new Dembele Dembele 2.0, and he seems to be part of the cornerstone of this team. And what's really exciting and really has stood out from this team, it's a real team. Last year, when there were rumors of Mbappe leaving, or when Mbappe confirmed that he was going to leave, Luis Enrique told us that this year the team would be better, and he didn't lie. It's a much better squad. There's more balance. There are no injuries, and then everyone seems really involved and wants to perform well. From the starting to 11 to those who come in, like Gonzalo Ramos, everyone is just really fired up. They've already won the Ligue 1, and like you mentioned, they potentially can win the Coupe de France and then the UCL as well. So I think that if they do make it to the finals in Munich, I need to, come and ask you for some money so I can go there and watch the match.
Yeah, we'll take care of you, John. We'll take care of you, John. We'll absolutely take care of you. And so at the moment, Paris Saint-Germain and Arsenal are the only teams in the semi-final at the moment yet to win the Champions League, and we'll see how it fares. John, thank you very much for making time to be with us. Hopefully we'll get to talk about these semi-final games as they get closer. Now to some tennis now, and top seed Carlos Alcaraz eased into the quarterfinals of the Barcelona Open with a straight set win over Laslo Djere there, the Spanish world number 2, who triumphed at the Monte Carlo Masters last week, won 6-2, 6-4 against Serbia's unseeded Djere. Elsewhere, Russia 4th seed Andrei Rublev also lost to unseeded Spaniard Alejandra Forcano.
Terrific. One of the best shots, if not the best, that Djere has played. And there it is. A rather scrappy game there. Perhaps the wind played its part. Oh dear. Oh, well played. Finally converts breakpoint number 3. Just 70 minutes on the clock. Alcaraz reaches another quarter.
Alcaraz, wait to see how he fares. But another tennis legend, Rafael Nadal, will be honored in a ceremony at this year's French Open after a stellar career at the event. The Spanish great, who retired in November, won 14 of his 22 Grand Slam titles at Roland Garros, with no other player winning as many single titles at one Grand Slam event as him at the French Open. The 38-year-old claimed his final Grand Slam title there in 2022 and made his final French Open appearance last year after losing to eventual runner-up Alexander Zverev there. Now, Maurice Mo said a ceremony will be held on court Philippe Chatrier at the end of the day's session on Sunday, on the 25th of May. The tournament, which takes place from the 25th of May to the 8th of June, will also honor the retiring Richard Gasquet and 2000 champion Mary Pierce. Well, that's all we have for you on Prime Sports tonight. Thank you very much for your company. We've got more stories for you on myjoeonline.com.